Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Barakathum. So all the Akim out there, and Akim, of course, in Hebrew means brothers. Of course, I'm greeting a group of brothers. So, we say Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakathum. And then to all of our Wafian, that's our sisters, say Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And that's greeting a group of sisters all together. So welcome to the Hebrew class, the Lashawan Kodash class, number 9 for Baltimore. And we're going to try to build up on this class. I know some people are talking about us getting some stuff written down. So we decided that I've just gotten approved that we're going to start hopefully within the next few weeks to small Hebrew segments throughout the week, daily, just, 3 or 2 or 3 words, which is written down. And then we'll have the big class on Friday. That's to get Baltimore kind of caught up in the game. We've been out for a while, but we're back in the game. And I just want to say a special Tawada to Officer Hazahab, awesome Officer Aisha Ala Pariam, Officer Abadia, and Officer Ra'albun in the UK. These brothers have been, I text these brothers a lot to just get better understanding. I'm surprised Officer Hazahab has not told me to stop texting him and asking him. These brothers have been very brotherly because my goal, of course, is to go on Command Junior Hana. I really want us to be fluent. And the goal of this class is to be conversational. And we're going to also do stuff also for the scripture for the Sabbath. I know some people have talked about that. But we want to start off small and build. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. For the last couple of weeks, we were going over the alphabet. We're going to do a review. We've gone over almost every character of the alphabet except the last 4. But we're going to review the first 18 characters that we've already went over. And then we'll go over the last 4 that we haven't. Okay, so let's just do a warm-up. Of course, we have Officer Thousand Thumb in class. I give informed Officer Thumb that whoever is in my class has to speak the Hebrew, and he is willing. So let's do a warm-up where we will save the first 18 characters that we've gone over. All right, so we'll do it nice and slow. I need people to repeat after me. Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza. There we go. All right. So that's the first 18 characters that we went over. We will go over the last 4 today, but let's review the first 18 characters. First is is, of course, these characters that we have in Hebrew also mean something. Each character means something. So the we've talked about this before, comes from the word alak. Alak means ox or cattle. And I always paint a picture. We live more in like the city, the city life, but us in ancient times, our forefathers, are many of us in ancient times, you have to imagine we were in the fields, farmers, agricultural living, nomadic type living. So our words came from the stuff that we saw around us. So comes from the word alak, which means ox or cattle. An ox was used to move things, to move big things, So ox also represented strength, or also represented like leader, strength. I think we're on, correct? Somebody's texting me. Let them know we are on. So ox represents leader, strength. So or alak. Okay. And I always say, like, that's why when Commander Junior Hana or any of the generals, alawak panya, face the leader, face the highest ranking strength. Alawak panya. That's why we say that. You need to know why we say certain words, because all these words have meanings. Okay, the next word is ba. Everybody? Ba. Ba. All right, ba comes from the word bayaf, which in Hebrew means house or tent. We were living in tents. Remember, even in the wilderness, we dwelt in booths, okay? Or we dwelt in temporary tents, Feast of Tabernacles. We were wanderers. Tents. So you got to think of us in a tent, okay? Bayaf. It also means family, house. Okay, next word is God. Everybody say God. All right? God. God, it comes from the word gamal, which means camel. Okay? We're in deserts like the Saudi Arabian area. Okay, we're in deserts, wilderness. Well, camels were the best form of transportation to get across things. So we would say what we saw. Gamal. Gamal. All right. And that means like exalt, gather, okay? Lift it up. You see, you get on a camel, you're lifted up, okay? So that's what God means. Next word is da. If I say da. Da. Da, okay? Comes from the root word, or comes from the word dalaf, which means tent door. Dalaf. Yep, dalaf. It's like tent door, okay? Pathway, entrance. When you came into a tent, there was a door there, okay? So that's where we get the word da, dalaf. Okay. Next word, everybody say, is ha. Ha. Okay. Ha. Ha is the word that comes from the word hana. Okay. Hana means like a window or behold, look. Behold, look. And you got to think, because, think about us in the promised land or going into the land of Canaan. Remember how they beheld all the great things. Remember, mountains and streams and rivers and valleys. Behold, hana, look. Okay, you got to put your picture in your mindset about that. Okay, the next one is wa. Everybody, wa. Wa. Wa comes from the word wa, which is hook or nail, tent peg, join. Okay, we're setting up our tents. We had to put a nail or a peg and join things together and build it. This is all stuff that we were seeing and doing, and we named things after. That's how our alphabet came into place. Okay, next word is za. Everybody, za. 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 It comes from the word zayan. One of our highest ranking generals is ha-zayan. Ha-zayan. Ha means the, zayan means weapon. Okay, weapon, tool. Okay, and it fits General Hazayan. We know he's pretty much, knows all the stuff about security and, keeping us safe. And so that name fits him, Hazayan. When we were using Zayans, while we're in the field, tools to cut off our crops and to gather, we would have tools, Zayan. Okay. Next word is ha. I say ha, ha. Okay. This comes from the word like tent wall. It's something to divide. Okay. It's like a tent wall, something to divide. It comes from the word hayat. All right. So we had to put our tent walls up. Think about us in the wilderness. Remember how the Kohathites, the Kohathite, the Merophites, and the Gershites, those are the Levitical families that had to put the Lord's tent up. They had to put all those curtains and hanging and dividing. Because remember, the Lord's tent had two parts. So they had to put one curtain to divide it from the other part. Okay? So they had to put a chayaf there. All right? To divide a wall. Chayaf. All right? All right? The next word is ta. Ta. All right? Ta is like basket, surround, contain. Okay? Comes from the word chayaf. It's like, you put stuff in a basket when you're gathering your crops and stuff. You put something, to contain it. You have to contain something in it, or a basket, surround. Okay, that's what ta means. Next word is ya. Ya. Okay, ya comes from the word yad, which means hand or arm or work. All right, and it looks like it when we show you the character. Your hand is doing the work all day. Yad, your hand, you're working. You're making, you're doing, okay? All right, and you'll hear us say yad a lot, even at the end of class. I've heard some brothers say it wrong. It's yad yam mata. We're saying hands down. Yad yam mata. Because yad yam is plural for hands, Yod is hand. Yad Yum is hands. So when we're saluting each other, we're saying Yad Yum Matah at the end of class. Hands down. Yad Yum Matah. Okay? Yad Yum hands down. Yad. The next word is Ka.
Ka.
Okay, this is the soft Ka. We have kind of like two Ka. This is the soft one. Ka, and then there's Ka. Okay? Ka. Almost like the first Ka, I always make it seem like your throat. I don't know if you've had a sore throat. You always, that's how I, Ka.
Ka.
Yeah, that's how I, and this is the soft Ka. Okay, right. The other one's coming from the back. Ha.
Yeah.
Ha. It's almost like you're doing the ha. Ha. All right, and this is Ka. All right, this is the soft one. And this comes from the word ka, in which means your palm. So open, to allow. Okay, you extend your arm out. Palm, open, allow. Okay, next word is la. Okay,
La.
la. All right, comes from the word lama, means staff, or or to learn, control. So you see now, you'll start to see that when these characters are connected together, why they named these things. Okay, let's just go back. Like I always said in my first class, Ah means strength or leader, and Ba means house. So Abba, strength of the house. That's your father. Okay, all right. Abba, strength, leader. Ba, house. You connect those words. Abba, strength of the house, which is your father. That's how we were thinking. That's the mindset. Allah.
Like Abanawa.
Abanawa, that's our father. Yeah. Now it's just father of us. Abanawa, father of us. Okay, excellent. Now it's just that's a suffix. It comes at the end. Okay. But like the word Allah, you have people in the name like my name, Uriah Allah or Aisha Allah. Okay, Allah means power. Well, look at the words. Power, strength, and then la. La means staff or control or to teach. So you got this power teaching you or has a staff to shepherd you. That's why David's like, the Lord is my shepherd. Right. It all connects. So Allah, that's your power. That's a power that's teaching you, guiding you, controlling your footsteps. That's Allah. So you'll start to see these words when they come together. Okay, the next word is ma. Everybody? Ma. Ma. Ma comes from the word mayam, which means water.
Mayam.
Mayam. That's what water is. Mayam. Okay, it also means chaos or blood. Now, like you think about it, and you want to paint a picture when you're thinking about these words. No, I don't know what every word means connected, but also Hazaha is an awesome person to talk to about this. But you paint a picture of why do we have these words, okay? And start studying them, okay? Amma is mother. So you got...
Say that again.
Amma.
Amma.
Amma. Yeah, like ma. That's where we get the word ma from.
Amma.
Amma.
So we got Abba and Amma.
Amma, Abba, father, Amma, mother. That's where we get the word ma from. Okay. A lot of English words come from Hebrew words. Amma.
Ma.
Ma. But hey, ma. Especially with, I don't know, a stereotype of heard Boston. Ma. I don't know if that's true. Boston people don't get mad at me, but I'm saying. But ma. So Amma. But you got to think. So means strength, power, and then ma means like water or blood. Well, you think about that. The woman, when she's having a baby, so why would they name her Amma? When she's having a baby, what's coming out of her? The water and the blood. Right. Okay, it's coming out of her. And she's using her power to push life out. Mm-hmm. So it's like power over like water, blood. Amma. Okay, so you got to think about that. The water, bro. Hebrew is a very concrete language. Con, you want to say something?
It's pictorial.
It is. It's pictorial. It's concrete. It's pictorial. Concrete, like I see it. This is what it means. Unlike English, the English just says anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unlike English, but Hebrew is a very concrete, pictorial, and that's why the last one, the ancient Hebrew, there was pictures because they're using pictures of the surroundings. Okay, I see this woman having this baby. I see women when they're giving life. So it's Amma. She's her power is to push, water and blood is coming out and the baby is formed. Right. Okay. Or baby's already been formed, but the baby's coming out. All right. The next word is na. everybody.
Na.
Nawan. It comes from the word Nawan, which means seed, an offspring, okay, or continue. Na. So let me give you an example, like the word grape in Hebrew is ainah.
Ainah.
You know, so, and this is from also Hazahab when he gave me this picture. But, you know, grape, see what, you know, wow, well, what does that mean? Like, you see the word I in Hebrew means really your eye. And then na is like a seed or a seed or an offspring, or, and then ba, ainab, ba means house. So you got a picture, they see this grape and this vine growing all the way around their house. And it's almost like eyes looking at you. And like the seed of that plant. That's how, you know, because it's very pictorial.
Right.
All right. The next word is sa, everybody.
Sa.
Which means, comes from the word samak, which means like support. And you can think of like a hanger. You know, you support where you put your garment up. Where's my, you know, I need a support. So sa. Next word is I, everybody.
I.
Okay. And there's only two vowel sounds in the Hebrew. The like you know, ba, ga, da. They all have the sound and the I. There's no E, O, and U in Hebrew.
Right.
Okay. And sometimes not even Y. You know, A, E, I, O, sometimes not even Y is in there.
Right.
Okay. As a vowel. You have the I and the I, and that's it. And I just means what it sounds like. I comes from the word ayan.
Ayan.
Ayan in Hebrew is the eye. You see, watch, ayan. Okay. The next word, number 17, word 17 is pa, everybody. Pa. Okay. That means, comes from the word pa, P-A-H, which means mouth.
Pa.
Pa. Yeah, mouth, word, speak, pa. All right. And then our final word that we've already went through over is tazah.
Tazah.
Okay. Tazah is comes from the word like tazagya, means like trail or somebody on their side or journey or hunt. Okay, tazah. Okay, so these are the first 18 characters that we went over. So let's go over the next 4. You know, I usually like to teach in 3s, but we'll put the 4th one in there. Okay, then we're gonna go over them again. All right. Yeah. Say it, Officer Matham.
Qua.
Qua is next. Okay. And qua means like circle or horizon. Think about the sun. Like kwa concert.
So is that the circle with the line?
Yep. It almost looks like an umbrella to me.
Right.
But to them it was like the sun set like on the horizon.
Like a half of it.
Yeah, like a sun. That was the picture, like a sun, half a sun, like probably setting or rising.
Right.
On the horizon. Okay. And so they would see
I got you.
yeah, the sun on the horizon is either setting or it's coming up. You know, either it's going up or coming down. But they're seeing it on the horizon, like, oh, look at the sun. That's where they get kwa from, kwa, which means like horizon, or kwam. That's what we say. Kwam yasha'ala. Kwam means rise. So this is where that word kind of comes from. Kwam yasha'ala, rise, Israel. Kwam. Okay, so that's kwa. The next one, you remember the next one?
Ra.
Everybody say ra.
Ra.
Ra, you know, comes from the word ra'as, which means head. Okay, head or beginning or first. You know, that's why the first word you see in the Bible is ra'as. But ra'asyaf in the begin or in a beginning. You know, ba means in, ra'as yaf, beginning. That's one of the first words you see in the scriptures. Okay, ra'as, which means head, beginning, first. It's usually a man's head there too. It's like a picture of a man's head. Okay, 21 is shah. Okay, and shah comes the word like teeth or tooth. Shun. Okay, teeth or tooth, or it means to devour, to eat. Shun. Okay, and the last one is thumb. Okay, which means covenant, sign, or mark. A what? Okay, so these are the 22 characters of the Hebrew alphabet. Do you remember all of them? Also with them? All right, we're gonna have Officer with them go through them kind of like at a medium pace. Go ahead.
Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ha, ka, ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha.
Excellent. Let's give him a hand. Excellent job. All right. So now we have completed the alphabet, the Hebrew alphabet, and we've gone over their meanings. We're going to have little segments, hopefully in the next couple weeks, each day, reviewing. All right. So this was just to get us to review and understand, why we have the Hebrew characters, where they came from. All right. We'll do some more review at the end of all the stuff we've gone over. Today, the meat of what I want to go over today is eating. And the reason is because the weeks before we went to when you see somebody, we'll go over that at the end. We'll probably have some time at the end, but I want to make sure I get to the main part, is eating. Because that's where conversations is. All the things that we're going over class are, we're going to try to make situational so you can talk. And I really want you to talk. The only person so far that's been talking to me in Hebrew is young man Darash, Officer Alazar's son. He actually talks to me in Hebrew. He really will talk to me. We really need to start talking. So when I text people now, I'm texting them in Hebrew. And then I might translate. I just want to see what they say. I text them in Hebrew.
Right.
Because we really got, the only way we're going to get fluent is you have to start speaking it. Whether you make, I think some people are afraid, I'll make a mistake. I made plenty of mistakes. Officer Hazahab is correcting me, but Officer Hazahab knows I'm trying to just speak it. And I'll get corrected on the way. It's just like any language. When you were 1 or 2 or 3 years old, you were speaking, and then your parents would correct you if you said something incorrect, but you were speaking. And why do I say this? Because I always go over, I speak to 2-year-olds every day. I didn't know you could have a conversation with a 2-year-old. So I started working in this child program I'm in. I'm talking to 2-year-olds. They cannot spell, some cannot about their ABCs, but they can tell me, I want water, I want something to drink, I need to go to the bathroom. They are talking.
Right.
They are talking. I want my toy, my bear's over there, help. They're saying all this. And they're 2. Some are not even fully 2. And they're talking. And it made me say, we've got to just start talking. We've got to start speaking it.
Right.
If I'm incorrect on the way, so be it. But I think some people are nervous, like, well, I might not get this word right. Well, we'll just be corrected on the way. We got some excellent brothers in the UPK that are, really excellent at the Hebrew.
Right.
So they'll just correct you on the way. But let's just start talking it. So the topic today is table. What would you say at the table? How would you request stuff? And say these things. And one of the best things is start speaking this to your children, especially there's a lot of children being born in the UPK. Start speaking Hebrew to them because it'll be easy for them because that's what they're going to know. Right. So let's start it off. Okay. Usually you meet somebody, it's over, they're talking, and a lot of times it's time to eat. A lot of times they'll say, hey, come to the table. Well, how do you say that? Okay. So come means ba'ah in Hebrew. So everybody say ba'ah. Ba'ah. And then 2 is ah. Ba'ah, ow.
Ba'ah, ow.
Ow.
What does that ow mean again?
2.
2.
Yeah, come to.
Ba'ow. Ba'ow.
Ba'ah, ow.
Ba'ah, ow.
Mm-hmm. And then the table. Well, the in Hebrew is ha. Okay. And then table is shalachan. Shalachan. Yep. So table is shalachan. You want to say the table, ha shalachan.
Ah, shalachan.
And I want to break this word down. Also, Hazahab once again. Shalachan comes from the word shalach in Hebrew. And the word shalach means to send away. So you think like, well, what's the commonality? I didn't get it. So Hazahab broke it down. You got to think anciently, when we had a table, yes, we could eat there, but a lot of times we were selling things. And what would we do? Set it on the table. And when it was bought, it was sent away. So table is shalachan.
Shalachan.
Okay? And the root word is shalach, meaning to be sent away. So stuff is being sent away. You can think of that as we eating food, being sent away and send the plates back. It comes and then it's sent away. Okay? All right? Or you have guests that they're coming and then they leave up from the table. Right. Okay? However you want to picture it. All right? So come to the table. You got your people around, come to the table. Ba'ah al ha-shalachan. Everybody. Ba'ah al ha-shalachan. Come to the table. And if you want to say please, Baba Kusha. Ba'a al-Shalachan Baba Kusha. Everybody. Ba'a al-Shalachan Baba Kusha. Come to the table, please. All right? Come to the table. Especially when you talk to your kids. Come to the table. Ba'a al-Shalachan. Say it.
Ba'a. Ba'a.
Say it slowly. Ba'a
Ba'a.
al-Shalachan.
Shalachan.
All right? Again.
Ba'a. Shalachan.
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 Shalachan. Right? Excellent. Come to the table, please. And you can say Baba Kusha.
Baba Kusha.
All right? Come to the table. So people come to the table. All right? And now a lot of times people are talking, so you can say shakwat, quiet.
Quiet.
Yeah, that's quiet. Quiet down, whatever to keep people's attention. All right? But come to the table. Come. Okay? And usually after people come to the table, what do you say? Sit down and eat. And usually I'm saying this in the form of what you usually say to your kids, but all of us need to know it. Sit and eat. I say that every day to the children. Okay? Sit down and eat. Eat your food. Okay? So sit. Now we know sit as yesha. Okay, like you sit, like that means return. So, but in context, we would say shaba wa akala. Sit and eat. Shaba, which comes from the word yashab. Shaba wa means and akala. Sit and eat. Everybody, shaba wa akala. Sit and eat. Okay, concept. Akala. All right, sit and eat. You want to tell, especially kids, sit and eat. Sit down and eat. Come to the table. Ba'a al-Shalachan. Shaba wa akala. Sit down and eat. Come to the table.
Ba'a al-Shalachan.
Shalachan. Shalachan. All right.
Shalachan.
All right. Ba'a al-Shalachan. Come to the table and you say, sit and eat. Shaba wa akala. Shaba wa akala. All right. Come and sit down and eat. All right. So you tell people that. All right. Sit down and eat. Now, we've done this before. This is a little bit of review. Now you're at the table. Now, if you're hosting, a lot of times you told, come over, man, I got all the food. You usually, when you're hosting, what do you ask people? What do you want? That's what you ask. What do you want? Say it in Hebrew. Say it in Hebrew and then the English, just like we do in service. But these are shorter phrases, so they'll catch on. When you're learning any language, you understand before you can speak. Like children at the age of, certain few months understand. They might not be able to speak it, but they get what you're saying. Just like when I was learning Spanish, I understood it. I was like, I can't say all that back, but I know what you told me.
Right.
Okay. So start speaking it because people start understanding. They might be like, I don't know exactly, but I know he said this. I don't know how to say it back. So start speaking it. Okay. But the first thing you'll say is, if you're hosting, what do you want? Well, how do you say that in Hebrew? Well, what in Hebrew is ma. If I say ma. And then your want. Want is chasar. If I say chasar. Okay. Ma chasar. Ka is the suffix. The suffix at the end. What is your want? Okay. What is your want? That's what it's really saying. What is your want? Ka means your. So what want you? That's what it's really saying. What want you? What do you want? That's what it's really saying.
What want you?
Yeah, that's what it's really saying. But but it's what want you? What do you really want? What do you want? Okay, somebody's over there, they're hungry. What do you want? So you say ma chasarka. Everybody, ma chasar ka. What do you want? Okay, and that's what we're talking about. To eat. What do you want to eat? Okay, because you could be speaking, you could be on shamar or something at the house, and somebody might be like, what do you want? Okay, all right. Somebody might, be maybe a sister or somebody. I'm not saying that somebody might be fixing the plate up, so they're going to ask you what you want. So there's two ways to say what you want. You can say I want or my want is. Either or is fine. We'll go over both. First, you can say I want. Awa. Everybody say awa.
Awa.
Awa, easy. Awa, I want. Okay, and then you tell them the food. We're gonna go over the food today. I want. Awa.
Awa.
Awa. I think that's easier. The other way you could say, but in any language, you want to know more than one way. Awa. I want. They're gonna come up to you, the host. Makasarka. Makasarka. What is your want? What do you want? And you say, Awa, and then you tell them what you want on your plate. Okay? Or, so let's go over Awa. Awa.
Awa.
Everybody say Awa.
Awa.
All right? Awa. Now, there's another way you could say it. They said, what do you want? And you can say, my want is. Okay, they said, ma khasarka. And then you can say, because what want you? And then you could say, pretty much, want is. Like, my want is. How would you say that? Khasar ya. If it ends with a ya, that means me or my. Or like I. Like, this is what my want is.
Sorry, yeah.
Kasar ya. Ya at the end means me or my.
I want.
Yeah, so it really means my want is.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it really means. My want is. Awa means really I want. Kasarya means my want is. Both are the same thing. My want is when you say the order. Okay, so you could say awa, I want, or kasarya, my want is.
I want it.
Okay, because remember they're saying ma kasar ka. Ka means you, and then you say kasar ya.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, my one is. This is what I want. Okay, so, and then so let's practice. Then we got practice. All right, Officer McDonough is over my house. Okay, I'm hosting.
Right?
Okay, my rib has made a lot of good food.
Good.
So I go over him. Let's see how he responds. Okay. Officer McDonough, makasarka.
Don't say ma.
No, you're speaking Hebrew to me. We're talking.
Mawa ka.
Oh, you're saying awa. You want.
Awa.
I want.
Awa.
Awa. That's it. Awa. That's it. I want. There we go.
Awa chicken.
Right. There we go. Awa chicken. All right. Let's try it again. Officer McDonough, makasarka.
Mawa.
Awa.
Awa.
You're saying I want. Now, if you're trying to say the other one, you just say kasarya.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, two ways you can say it. Kasarya or awa. Either pick one.
Yeah.
I like awa. Awa's straight to the point. I want awa. Yeah, I like awa, but I want to teach both. For now, pick one so that you can just know. Awa.
Sorry, yeah.
Kasarya means my one is. I like to just say awa. Come on, what do you want? Awa chicken, beans, because that means just I want. So pick one. Here we go. Officer McDonough, ma kasar ka. Awa, and then go ahead. And he says awa chicken, awa, okay? But let's practice the other way too. Okay? Officer McDonough, ma kasar ka.
Kasar.
Yeah.
Kasar, yeah.
Okay, my one is
Yeah.
kasar ya. All right?
Yeah.
And practice this. The next feast is September 21st.
Awa.
The next feast is September 21st.
Yes, 2025.
Okay? Practice it that night. I'm going to talk to people in Hebrew. I'm going to purposely. Okay? Talk to people in Hebrew and see it and put them to the test. Okay? All right, here we go. Now, let's see. Oh. So Princess Azarma tell it's AHWA. She's asking the spell. Typing in AHWA. I see what she typed in.
AHWA.
Come for hour.
Okay.
All right.
That right there.
Come.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, here we go. So now let's go over some foods. Let's go over it. This is the fun part. Let's go over some foods. Okay, that's the fun part. First of all, most of the time, you're gonna want something to drink. Okay, most of the time you're gonna ask for something to drink. Okay. So I'm gonna talk to Officer McDonough And I always like to say things in threes.
Okay.
Okay. Now he said, I want, but I'm going to ask, do you want? Okay. So if you're saying you want, then you have to put a tha. That's why we say thawada, because that means you. Thawada means kind of like you will be praised for your action.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to say tha'awa, and then, and you say, I want. So I'm going to give you a list. So I'm like, hey, we're going to have some drinks. Tha'awa, mayam, which is, do you remember? Mayam means water.
Water.
You want water?
Water.
You want water? So ta'awa, mayam, he could say kan or la.
La.
La, okay. Ta'awa, mayam, you want water? Or he could say awa, kan, awa, and repeat it back. Kan, awa what? Awa, mayam.
Mayam.
Okay, ta'awa, mayam.
Awa mayam.
I want water. Kan, I'll go get him the water. Okay. So mayam is a drink, Ta'awa, you want water? Ta'awa mayam, you want water? You can say kan, awa mayam. Say it back. And this, now black talk is literally straight and to the point. We get that. And I know that. Once we get really good, we're going to shorten the words. Because I've been seeing people try to shorten the greeting. They shorten up. But this is what, when you were in school, the teacher's like, speak in complete sentences. This is actually what I want you to speak in complete sentences so you can practice saying the words.
Right.
So don't just say con. Say, they say, Thawa mayam. You could just say con, but you want to practice.
I want
con. Awa mayam. I want water. So to repeat it back to them so that you're conversating. Okay, but Thawa mayam. Con, awa mayam. Okay, that's one drink. Okay. All right. So another drink. I could say tha'awa asayas, which is juice or sweet wine. Okay. So everybody say isayas.
Isayas.
Isayas. Isayas. Okay. That's like juice. So I could say tha'awa isayas.
La'a.
Okay.
Or
La'a. Then isayas. No juice. And say it back. You said la'a isayas. No juice.
la'a isayas.
Isayas.
La'a.
That's like juice or sweet wine. So it's like ta'awa isayas. You want juice or sweet wine? La'a. Okay. Or you could say la'a awa isayas. Speaking in that because it's like, no, I don't want. Speak in the complete sense. La'a awa isayas. Say the whole thing. La'a awa isayas. No, I do not want. Speak in these complete sentences. Okay? All right? So isayas. For the people that need to spell it online, put isayas. Isayas. And tell her my yum is spelled correctly. Okay? Isayas is like juice.
Spell it again.
isayas. Isayas. And you can put next to it juice or sweet wine so they'll know it. All right. And we'll put that in the chat for people that's here. All right.
Okay.
All right. Juice, sweet wine. Isayas. Okay. So you can say, Tawa isayas. You want juice? Sweet wine? And it was like, la'a awa. No, I don't want. All right, so that's two. So water is what again? What is water?
Mayam.
Mayam, water. Juice or sweet wine is?
Ayash.
Isayas. Isayas. Okay, all right. The third thing, we like to do things in three. Okay, wine. Yayan.
Yayan.
Yayan. If I say yayan again.
Yayan.
Yayan. It's wine. So you say tha'awa yayan. How would you respond?
Awas. Yayan. Kan asayas.
We're doing wine. You say kan. How do you say I want?
Awa.
Kan. So ka'awa
Ka'awa.
yayan.
Yayan.
And put it online.
Yayan.
Yayan is Y-A-Y-A-N. Yayan. Y-A-Y-A-N. And you can just put that as wine for people online. Yayan. Okay. You can say Khan.
Oh, wait.
Khan for regular wine. You can still put Yayan. Yep. You can say, you can use, tell it Khan.
Yes.
Khan.
Con.
Yep. Yayan. I say Yas is like anything sweet, so you can include that in there, and you can be specific. Okay. Yayan.
Yayan.
Okay. So here we go.
Y-A-N. Yayan.
Yep. Y-A-Y-A. Yayan. So here we go. Let's ready. Let's practice. All right. Mayam. Respond.
La-a-mayan. La-a. Mayan.
La, no water. Okay. Okay. Or you can say la awa mayam. Okay.
La-a.
Awa mayam. Awa means I like to want. I don't want. I want, but a la form negates it. No, I don't want water. Awa. Think about. I want you to remember awa. La awa mayam. No, I do not want water.
La-a-awa mayan.
Awa. Remember, awa means I want. Awa. And that's easy. That's easy for me.
Awa mayan.
There we go. Mayam.
Mayan.
All right. So I say yes.
Con. Awa mayan. I mean, kasayas.
I say yes.
I say yes.
I say yes. Yes.
Also, I don't have to use the awan.
No, you said con. Awa. I say
Awan.
awa.
Awan.
Awa.
Awa.
Awa. I want. Con. Yes. Awa. I say yes.
Yes.
Con.
I say.
Yes. I want juice. I want juice. You can point to it too. Point to the stuff too, so people aren't totally lost. You can point to it.
Yes. Awan. I say yes.
Awa.
Awa. I say yes.
I say yes. I want juice. Yes. Con. All right. Here's the next one. So yayan.
Awa yayan. Kalawa yayan.
Ka. You say con. Awa yayan. Yes, I want wine. Yes, I want wine. So all right, so we got three. Let's put all three of them back in there. We got three things. Number one, mayam. Yeah, put it. Yeah, because people are allowed to.
I don't type it.
That's good.
I got you. Okay.
Number one, mayam.
Mayam. Mayam.
Mm-hmm.
That right?
Yep.
Okay.
With the am. Yep. M-A-Y-A-M. Mayam.
My bad.
Don't sweat.
It's a lot here. A.M.
Uh-huh. The next one, you can just put a comma. Next one is Isayas. I-S-A-Y-A-S. That's sweet wine or juice. Something sweet. Think of just anything something sweet. You like something sweet to drink? Okay. Isayas. I-S-A-Y-A-S. Isayas. Okay. And the last one is wine. Yayan. Okay. We got the three drinks now that you usually offer. Okay.
Yayan.
A-N.
A.M. Yayan.
Yayan. A-N.
Oh, A.
A-N. Yep.
I forgot we don't have the U.
Yayan with an N at the end. Yep. There we go. So those three drinks. We went over our drinks. All right. Usually somebody wants something to drink. Water, something sweet like juice, so they want wine. Okay. Now some of the other people want strong drink. We'll go over strong drink.
Juice.
Water, juice,
And
wine. Yep. There you go. That's usually the three things people want.
For you.
You're going to put that water, juice,
Put that in there. I'm going to put that in there.
water, juice, wine. Okay? I don't know what happened with the sloppy, sir. I don't know what happened with the. It's not on the type thing no more. I think it went up to the blue.
Oh.
Probably gonna go to people. Is it people or you go to people?
There we go.
Okay, so there you go. All right. So water, juice, and say these things. I'm gonna let you know in Baltimore at our feast, I'm talking to y'all in Hebrew. I'm talking to y'all in Hebrew. We're gonna have a menu in Hebrew. And I want people to pick up the menu in Hebrew and order in Hebrew. We're not gonna have everything. Like I don't know. I'll have to ask Officer Raul, but I don't know how to say mac and cheese. But we're gonna whatever's there and that's Hebrew. I want y'all to start ordering Hebrew.
Right.
Order to be Hebrew so we can start saying it. We gotta start speaking it, and then we'll just get better. We say the water like it's not the water.
Right.
We say it like it's not, but we gotta keep repeating it.
Right.
All right. let's get to the main course. All right, now we got the drink. People are happy. A couple people got too much drink. Okay. Now let's talk about the meats. Okay. We'll go over 3 meats. Okay. I'm still trying to understand chicken, so we're gonna hold off for chicken because that'll be my number 1. But we're gonna go over 3 meats. We're gonna go over lamb. Let's put that in the chat. Lamb, beef, and fish. We'll say those in order so that you know. Lamb, beef, and fish. Okay? Because a lot of times you're gonna want a meat on your plate. I want lamb, I want beef, I want fish. All right, here we go. First one. I see Officer Bathum. He's happy. He got a good drink. He's cool. Now we're gonna say Officer Bathum, Sa'awa, and then kabash. Sawa kabash, which means lamb. Kabash.
Sawa kabash.
Sawa kabash, and he would say,
my yum kabash.
You say water.
I mean,
so you want to say, don't sweat. Give my hand. I love it. He's a good
water and man.
Okay, come on, say it. Say it. Awa mayum.
Awa mayum.
Wa.
Wakabash.
Wakabash. There we go. Give my hand. There we go. He's speaking it. I want water and lamb. I like how we did kabash. Okay? And he said, awa. I want water, awa mayum, and wa. Wa means and, kabash. Or you can say wa'af. Kabash. But
kabash.
Wa kabash.
Wa kabash.
I want water, awa mayum, wa, and kabash. Lamb. Okay, kabash. 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 Okay, I want water and I want lamb. I want lamb. I want kabash.
I want kabash.
So when he says I want kabash, I always respond to make sure I heard him correctly. So I want kabash. So you want lamb? So I'll say and say it. Because if somebody tells me something in Hebrew, I want to say and respond to practice, but also make sure I heard him. So I want kabash.
I want kabash.
So I want kabash.
I want kabash.
And then he could say come or yeah, I want lamb. Come.
I want
come. And then I said, so I want kabash. And he said, come. I want kabash.
Come, I want kabash.
All right, come. And then I'll go get him. We'll get him some lamb. Okay?
You know kabash again?
Kabash, Kabash. And we got to thank Officer Alban in UK because he was, I know the time, but he was up helping me with this. Okay, so the water to that officer.
Kabash.
Kabash. All right, that's lamb.
Come on with kabash.
I want kabash.
I want kabash.
I want lamb. All right, so we went over lamb. Okay, what else? Somebody might say, man, I don't want lamb. La'ah, I want kabash. I don't want lamb.
I want kabash.
La'ah, I want kabash. I don't want lamb. Okay, no lamb. And the nigga say, I want shawar. I want beef.
I want shabor.
I want shawar.
I want shabor.
I want shawar. I want beef. Okay, we're saying this at Eastern Tropics, folks. Just be prepared, because I'm gonna talk to y'all. Y'all can look at me like I'm crazy, but we gotta start speaking it. By this time next year, it's gonna be easy. You know, somebody like, Mark Kasarka, which you then you be like, Kasarya Kabash, Shawar. I say yes. You just gonna start ordering in Hebrew, which we need to start doing. Okay, so Shawar is beef. Okay, Shawar is beef. That's beef. So, Shawar.
I want shabor.
I want Shawar. Yes, I want beef. Okay, and beef is
Definitely want that.
all right, and that will be on the menu.
I want shabor.
Shawar is Shawar. Okay, so we got kabash.
Shawar.
Shawar. That's beef. Okay, I want Shawar. I want beef. And of course you can say please. I want Shawar, Baba Quisha. I want beef, but and teach your children because the teachers are gonna start saying this. You want something repeated? Remember, just teach 2, 3, 4-year-olds. They're gonna repeat it. I want Shawar, Baba Quisha. I want beef, please. I want kabash, Baba Quisha. I want lamb, please. They're gonna start saying it, and then you say it back. Kabash. What Shawar? You want lamb and beef? Come. And then Khan, Abba. Yes, Dan. Khan, Abba. They're going to say it.
Khan.
Okay.
Khan, our Kabash, our Shawar.
You said Abasho. You said yeah.
Khan, our
Kabash.
our Kabash,
Wa.
our Shawar.
Shawar. Yep. I want lamb and beef. I want both. Okay. I want both. All right. And last one, we're doing things in threes. You know, some people are like, man, I want to know kabash. Okay. Our kabash. Our shawar. Our. Okay. And this is the last one. Dog. Dog. It almost sounds like dog. 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 Dog, which is spelled dag. Dog, which means fish. Dog. Dog, which means fish. Our dog. Fish. I want fish. Our dog.
Our Khan, our dog.
Khan,
our dog.
Our dog. I want fish. Okay, because that usually is on the menu.
Our dog.
All right. So dog, DHN, we can put that in it and we can send it. So we got kabash, lamb, shawar, beef, dog, fish. Those are the three meats that's usually, yes, I'm working on chicken, folks. I know somebody go, what about chicken? Okay. I mean, fowl in Hebrew is awak, but that's kind of broad. So I'm trying to ask Officer Hazahab and Officer Alba and Officer Aisha, how can we kind of get that? You know, because that might be a broad term, but I'm going to get it, folks, and I'm going to get back to you. Because I know number one on my list, well, I'm ordering chicken first, you know. But for now, you got three that you can order. I know you're going to at least order one of them, okay? Because we got some sisters in Baltimore that can really make some lamb. My rib included. They can make some lamb. Right. So I know you're going to order that, one of those things.
Her mama can.
Come. All right? And my rib's mother can too. All right? They both can make lamb. So you know you're ordering that in Baltimore. Our kabash. That's what you want, because the lamb is seasoned and everything. So I know that's one thing. All right. So we got our drinks and we got our meats. Okay. We got our drinks and we got our meats. Okay. There's a couple other things we got a little bit of time. Let's just go over one more thing. Let's go over a couple. I always teach things in three. Let's go over 3 fruits because you might want to get a fruit, all right, through the week. So we're going to go over 3 fruits. We're going to go over apple, melon, or watermelon. It's kind of the same thing, and grape. All right. We'll go over those three things. Okay. So we took care of our meats, our drinks, and fruits. Okay. We'll go over grains and all that and seasons and spices next week. Okay. But we at least, Slocky, sir, something happened with I'm trying to type on the
oh, shit. Why does it do that?
I don't know why it does, but you type it too well. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go over 3 fruits because we do have a little bit of time. We're gonna go over apple. Okay. Melon and watermelon is the same thing. So you can put melon/watermelon and then grape. Okay, so you're ordering, somebody's gonna say, and fruit in Hebrew is paryah. I want paryah. I want fruit. Okay. That's that paryah. Okay, P-A-R-Y-A. That's fruit in Hebrew, paryah. I want paryah. There's always the healthy one there. Not for all the fried stuff. I want paryah. You can look at that, brother.
I want paryah.
Paryah means fruit. I want fruit.
I want
paryah. I want
paryah.
Paryah. Mm-hmm.
I want paryah.
Paryah. I want fruit. Okay, and that's fruit in Hebrew is P-A-R-Y-A. Paryah. I want some fruit.
I want paryah.
Okay, that's where you get the word. What's the tribe? Aparian. Aparian, because you see fruit in there. That's what it means. Aparian, like fruitful. Okay, like the tribe of Ephraim. Aparian. Yeah, that's where you.
Captain Ashaparian.
Captain Ashaparian. Yes. Okay, because that's his tribe. Aparian. Ephraim. I believe it's Ephraim. Yeah, Aparian is fruitful. Okay, that's where the word fruit comes. Paryah, fruits. Okay. So these words start to make sense. You're like, oh, okay. That's why we say, okay. So let's go over 3 fruits, and then that should be about it for today. We'll review. Okay. All right. First fruit, apple. Okay. Sapawak. Apple. So I can serve some apple. Oh, don't sweat. Okay, apple. think you go to get comments. Okay, apple. Sapawak. Thapawach. Sapawak. Apple. So
look at that.
Sapawak Khan.
Sapawak.
Khan, you got it.
Okay.
So Sapawak. Officer Amatham.
Thawapawak.
Sapawak. So you say our.
Kanawapawak.
Okay, Sapawak.
Kan our Thawapawak.
Sapawak.
Thapawak.
Our Sapawak. I want an apple.
Kan our Thapawak.
Sapawak. All right? That's apple. Sapawak.
One our Thapawak.
Okay, Khan. You just say Khan. Our. And break go slow. You don't have to go fast. Speak slow. Khan. And think about it. Our Sapawak. I want an apple.
Our Thapawak.
Sapawak. Okay? All right? Okay? Next one. You want a melon or watermelon? Okay? You want melon or watermelon? Apatakyum. 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 That's melon or watermelon. Apatakyum. Batak. And then batak. B-A-T-A-C-H.
Yeah.
B-A. No, you got it.
I thought it was B.
Yep, B. Batakyum.
Batak.
Batakyum. And then put a yum at the end. Okay? Batakyum. Some melon or watermelon. Batakyum. Okay? So, batakyum? You want a melon, watermelon? Come. He said, come. Batakyum. All right? Okay? So, you're asking, you want, and then I say, so you're asking me, and then I can say, come. Batakyum. I want a watermelon. Come. Because remember, this is parya, fruit. All right? All right? And batakyum. And then last one is grape. Want some grapes? Come. Ainab. I-N-A-B. Ainab. Ainab. Not, don't put awa in there, slack, sir. If you want, take awa. Oh, no sweat. Just put ainab. I-N-A-B. Ainab. Awa ainab. Some grapes. One grapes. So awa ainab. Come. Awa ainab. I want grapes.
Ainab.
Ainab.
I-N-A-B.
I-N-A-B.
Ainab.
Come. Which one sitting there, sir? Taking Yep. And those are the three that's coming up online. Okay, those three. Okay. So
Sapawak.
Apatakyum.
Ainab.
Ainab. How about Sapawak? I want apple. How would you say I want watermelon?
Abatakyum.
Okay. How do you say I want?
Our. Abatakyum.
I want watermelon. Our Abatakyum. I want watermelon.
Our Abatakyum.
How would you say I want an apple?
I want our.
No, just say our. I want. No, just say our. Sapawak.
Sapawak.
I want grape.
Our Sapawak.
Sapawak. All right. I want an apple. Okay. How do you say?
Sapawak.
You bring it up. Sapawak.
Now I'm just making sure it's a P, not a B.
No, you got it. Sapawak.
Sapawak.
I want an apple. And say it. Start saying it to your children. So, Sapawak, you want an apple? So, Abatakyum, you want some watermelon? Or, Ainab, you want some grapes? Okay, so how would you say I want grapes? I want a grape. How would you say it?
I want Ainab.
I want grapes, Baba Kusha. I want Ainab, Baba Kusha. Okay. All right. So we'll stop right there. Let's do a quick review. We went over a lot today. It was a lot. Okay. So when you want something, first you ask people to come to the table. Table is Ha Salakan.
Ha Salakan.
You know, the table. Come to the table. Okay? Sit and eat. Shabbat wa akala. Sit and eat. You're going to tell your children this. Shabbat wa akala. Sit and eat. All right? We went over, I want. First of all, somebody's going to say, what do you want? Ma chasarka. What do you want? And then you could say, awa. We'll go over the other way to say it next week. Awa. And you can say, awa. What's some 3 drinks that you want? Awa mayam. I want water. I want my young Baba Kusha. Tell your children to start saying it. And say when they say it in Hebrew. Okay. I have some children sometimes that are, that can be nonverbal. So we tell them, use your words. This is what we tell them. We're telling them to use their words in English. Tell them to use their words in Hebrew. Use your Hebrew words to ask. We all know this. When you see children, the first thing they always say when you see them, I'm hungry. They always want food. Mm-hmm. I'm hungry. You pick them up from sports, I'm hungry. You pick them up from school, I'm hungry. At night, can I get a snack? Right. Tell them to start saying it in Hebrew. That's how you can tell them. You want a snack? Say it in Hebrew. Right. Lakam, no food. Okay, no snack. Right. Lakam. Okay, say it in Hebrew. What did I teach you? Right. They'll really start getting good. Okay, and then you'll get like, hey, what's the word they talking about? All right, so let's go over. I want my yum. Everybody say, I want my yum.
I want my yum.
I want water. Everybody say, I say yas.
I say yas.
Okay, I want juice. Something sweet. Just think of something sweet. Okay, everybody say, I want your yum.
I want your yum.
Okay, I want wine. Okay, or meats now. Everybody say, I want kabash.
I want kabash.
Okay, I want what? What is kabash?
Kabash is beef. No, kabash. Don't say it.
Go ahead.
Say lamb.
There we go. I want kabash. I want lamb.
Kebab. That's what makes me think of it.
Oh, but yeah, think of something that makes you think of it. Okay.
Kabash.
All right. I was shawar.
I was shawar.
What does that mean?
Shawar.
I was shawar, Baba Kusha. Shawar is beef.
Beef.
I was shawar, Baba Kusha.
Beef.
Okay.
Fight. Beef. Fight.
Okay.
Shawar. War.
Okay. I was dog. Dog.
Fish.
All right. I was dog. Fish. Okay. Fish. I was dog. All right. Next one. What does parya mean? So I want parya. Not happy. So I want parya.
Oh, that's not.
Fruit.
Oh, fruit.
You want fruit?
Fruit itself.
Yeah, fruit itself. I want parya. You want fruit? They'll say come. I want tapawak. Everybody say I want tapawak.
I want tapawak.
What does that mean?
Melon.
Not melon. The first one we talked about. That's on the screen.
Tapawak.
Tapawak is.
Tapawak.
Tapawak is.
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, tapawak.
Apple. There we go. All right. And let's give Officer Thumb a hand. Fear not rocking and roll. But he's showing no fear. That's why I like no cowards. Okay, he's just gonna speak it. Who cares if we don't get it right the first, second, third? We're gonna get it. Okay. Our apatakium.
Our apatakium. That's melon.
I want melon. Our apatakium
or watermelon.
Or watermelon. Okay. All right. Our anab. What does that mean?
That's great.
I want grapes. I want grapes, please. Baba Kusha. Okay, so we went over this. We went over the Hebrew. We went over stuff to say it. We will be saying it in Baltimore. I'll put a list out. So when you're going up there, get your plate, order in Hebrew so that you can get better. And we'll have that list here in Baltimore to keep going. And I don't mind sharing the list so that you can get your people to start ordering, especially your kids. Okay, of course, we'll put pictures on it so your people see the pictures and they can order. All right. And with that, we're going to turn the class over to Precinct Officer of 1,000, Officer of 1,000, Matham. Okay.
You better wait until the end of the
All right. How about the what? Yeah. I want some juice.
My
Yum. I say yes.
yacht. What's that? My yum?
Water. That's water.
I want my yum.
What my yum?
All right. See, I'm learning, man.
Con.
I told you I'm coming here. I'm coming. Here we go. I'm looking for this. Sit this back here.
All right. All right.
Announcements. Security announcements. We're the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves to the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After that 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from their head to marry, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashera. A tenth of any penny of any increase given to the Lord. A tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, a free will offering for the teacher, for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation, we have the memorial blowing of the trumpet, which is September 21st, 2025. Like Officer Uriah Allah said, we're going to be in here, we're going to be speaking Hebrew. Sir, coming up in here, let me tell you something, boy. Ain't going to be no words or nothing. You better study that class. I already got my yum, I know, understand, the pakium. I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? Because I'm eating that night. Remind Akim Akwadi to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and material. If a brother wants to be a troop in the school, then he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we will give one courtesy salute to our teacher, men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yah class dismissed. Hey, you know I've been practicing that.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're 1 West. They're 1 West. They're 1 West.